A president of the United States has a very important job. Part of that job is to give orders to the federal government. These orders are called executive orders. They are official instructions that tell different parts of the government what to do. Think of it like a boss telling their employees how to work. The president uses these orders to make big decisions and to guide the country. These actions can affect many things: national security, how government agencies operate day to day. They are a powerful tool to implement policies quickly and directly, shaping the nation. When a president signs an executive order, it becomes a rule for the federal government. Federal agencies like the FBI, the Department of Justice, must follow these instructions. These orders can create new rules, change old ones, start new government programs. Former President Donald Trump used this power many times. His orders often made big news for changing how the government handled issues. Understanding these orders helps explain his presidency and its impact. One of the most significant orders from the Trump administration was aimed at groups the government saw as violent. President Trump directed federal authorities to crack down on what he called domestic terrorism. This order focused on groups like Antifa. The government said Antifa was an anarchist group that used violence to try and overthrow the U.S. government and law enforcement. The White House said the group's goal was to disrupt the country's legal system through illegal actions. This directive was a major step in addressing political violence. The order was historic. According to Stephen Miller, Trump's Homeland Security advisor, it was the first time the entire U.S. government worked together to dismantle left-wing terrorism. The plan involved many agencies. The FBI, the Department of Justice, the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, were told to investigate these movements. The goal was to find out who was funding these groups and to stop their illegal activities. The all-of-government approach showed how seriously the administration viewed the threat. This action responded to widespread protests and civil unrest. The administration believed groups like Antifa were responsible for much of the violence and the destruction during these events. The order instructed federal agencies to investigate, disrupt, dismantle illegal operations connected to Antifa. The government wanted to cut off funding. In today's world, security is not just about physical threats, it is also about protecting our information online. The Trump administration took action on this front with the popular social media app TikTok. There were concerns that the app, owned by a Chinese company, could be used to collect data from American users or to spread propaganda. The administration wanted to make sure that Americans' private information was safe. This led to a major decision that involved some of the biggest companies in the tech world and had implications for millions of users. Instead of a complete ban, President Trump approved a deal. This deal aimed to protect national security while still allowing Americans to use the app. As part of the plan, the data of American TikTok users would be managed by a U.S. company, ensuring it was secure. Vice President J.D. Vance explained that this meant people could use TikTok with more confidence. He said their data would not be used as a weapon against them. This solution tried to balance the fun of a popular app with the serious need to protect the nation's security interests. The administration also took strong action to address crime in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Citing high crime rates, President Trump ordered federal law enforcement. The president ordered the elimination of non-statutory components and functions of several federal entities, streamlining the federal bureaucracy. Identified jurisdictions will be formally notified of their defiance. If they do not change course, federal agencies are directed to identify federal funds that may be suspended or terminated. Taken together, these orders represent a broad federal effort to enforce immigration rules and streamline government functions.